Franklin D. Roosevelt was a man of action, a leader who was not afraid to take bold steps to solve the problems facing his country. When he was elected as the 32nd President of the United States in 1933, the country was in the grip of the Great Depression, and millions of Americans were out of work and struggling to make ends meet. But Roosevelt was not one to sit idly by in the face of crisis. He immediately set to work implementing a series of policies, known as the New Deal, that aimed to lift the country out of the Depression and provide assistance to those in need. He created programs that put people to work on public projects, such as building roads, bridges, and schools. He also established social welfare programs, such as Social Security, that helped to provide a safety net for those who were struggling. As the country began to recover from the Depression, Roosevelt turned his attention to the growing threat of fascism in Europe. When World War II broke out in 1939, he knew that the United States would have to get involved in order to protect its own interests. Despite initial reluctance from the American people, Roosevelt led the country into the war, and his leadership was instrumental in the eventual Allied victory. Roosevelt was a masterful leader, who understood the needs of his people and was not afraid to take bold action to address them. He led the United States through one of its darkest periods, and his policies helped to lift the country out of the Depression and set it on the path to prosperity. He was also instrumental in leading the world to victory in World War II, and his leadership during that time helped to shape the post-war world. Despite his death in office in April 12, 1945, Roosevelt's legacy lived on, as his policies continued to shape the country and the world for decades to come. He remains one of the most revered and respected leaders in American history, remembered for his courage, determination, and vision in the face of adversity.